That's my. I will talk about it today. Well, good morning, everyone. I love to see all the faces here today. And yes, I got it right here. And good morning to the people that are watching us on YouTube. Today, like Dana said, the sun was out, the day was beautiful earlier, and it started to get all gloomy, but we are here together. And here, being present here right now is like the most beautiful thing we can share at this present moment, because it's not about how the weather looks, it's about how we all feel when we get together here and we share this beautiful moment in stillness, and we share breathing together, and that way we put out so much good out of all of us, and we help each other without even noticing, and we help the people that are watching us as well. So I want to welcome everybody to this moment today. Our topic is about trauma, but we're not going to focus on the negative part of trauma. And on our way here, I was telling Jean Paul that I saw this documentary that it's called the Dama Brothers. It's about this group of people that are in one of these correctional facilities that it's like high, the ones that commit the most awful crimes, and how this Vipassana meditation program that they integrated there, how, like one of them mentioned during the whole documentary, he said that it was not a redemption for them, because most of them had committed like numerous like atrocities and had damaged, like he said, I didn't only damage that family, I shattered my family completely as well. And one of the things that he mentioned there is that the program, he wasn't looking for redemption when he first started the program, but at the end of it, and they were on a vow of silence fully for 10 days. So they were practicing and really getting immersed into all that comes with Vipassana meditation. And at the end of it, they shut down the program, but the population of the correctional facility, they asked for them to continue with the program. And they had kept doing it. And he said, one of them said at the end, this was not redemption, but it was a way for me to understand the root and the cause of my own suffering, and how I was capable to accept that, and to accept that I made awful mistakes, that I damaged a lot of people because of a traumatic event that happened in my life early. And I want to mention this because oftentimes we don't realize everybody experienced trauma in life at some point. Some like maybe, or probably some people experience it like harder or more in depth than others, because, for example, when you are in a relationship and you suffer from abuse, physical abuse, and sexual abuse, or mental or emotional abuse, financial abuse, because there are so many types of situations and behavior that can cause trauma in another person. But we all experience that in a different level. And when we are capable of turning those traumatic experiences into something better, that's when we say, oh, this is what life is about. Because we can either ways decide if our traumatic experience will shape the rest of our lives, or if we're going to take those events in our life as lessons, and that it's what's going to give us the strength to keep moving forward and to look out there for more, and to want to become better persons also, because a lot of people experience traumatic situations in life and events, and they just get stuck there, and they have a life full of suffering and sadness and sorrow because they are just dragging that suffering with them. They're not letting things go. They're not, a lot of us cannot detach from the burdens that we carry from our traumatic experiences. And me personally, I can say I experienced a lot of losses in my early teenage years that maybe a couple of years ago, I realized that the fact that I went through all those traumatic experiences in life and all those losses was basically what shaped my teenage year and my young adult years. And I made a lot of wrong choices because of that. But I wasn't aware of what was the root of it, of the whys, And I'm talking about when I was 17. I'm 45 right now. And now I can understand all that and accept it with grace, accept it with a heart full of gratitude is all I can say, because I'm still here. I survived a lot of things from abusive relationships and I'm so grateful just to be here and just to keep moving forward in life and learning from all that I was going through and all the choices I was making, the life I was living, the people that I was surrounding myself with even. And when you realize that it's not even you doing things consciously, it's just that you are in this autopilot mode of I need to keep going, but you don't want to think, you don't want to bring or get in touch with anything that happened to you before, because that damaged you. And you don't want to touch that part of your life because you know how vulnerable you can become if that happens and how awful you can start feeling. But that's the problem with us people, that we want to feel good all the time. And we think that avoiding, accepting the situations we go through and the traumatic events we go through in life, we think that by just, okay, let me just put it right here. I'm not going to put it in my little box. I'm leaving it right there because that's not going to make my life worse. No. Putting that right there on that little box is what's going to make your life a chaos. Because confronting those things, those events, and being able to have that open awareness of how those things affect you on your daily living, it's the only thing that's going to help you overcome those things and will eventually help you heal. So it's an individual job, I believe, for each of us to decide whether if we want our traumatic events to shape the rest of our lives, or if we're going to use those traumatic events as life lessons and use them as stepping stones, to keep moving forward, but not in a rush. Step by step, so you can actually heal and you can feel better and you can become a better version of you. And like Dr. Tran was saying, Louis Hayes always saying that everything happened in our lives for a greater good. And I believe that even our traumatic experiences, sometimes we have zero control over things, over other people. And the only thing we can control is our reaction toward those things and events, and how we decide to take those events within us. I know it's hard, I know it takes a lot of courage, a lot of effort, and a lot of help from professional people also. But if you have the willingness here to create changes that are, conscious and authentic, and that are really going to be working out for your higher good, all I can tell you is go for it and don't get stuck on the sadness and the sorrow and the grief of all the traumatic things that can happen to you in life. And I can say that for me, who was a person that was always so hyper and so on the go, 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 and so active, I felt at the beginning of my illness and all this process and the symptoms and all that, I felt like I lost myself completely. And I understood at some point that I was not gonna get that person back, but that I needed to keep working on myself so I could function and I could be able to just be here and be joyful of being alive and being here every day. So with that said, I just want to remind each and every one of you and the people that are watching us that it's important for us to have a support group. It's important for people to share their experiences and their, not only the good ones, the not so good ones as well, because we learn from each other. And that's the beauty of being here right now. So with that said, I'm going to invite you to get comfortable so we can begin our sit-in meditation for today. I know this is a subject that is not the best thing to talk about, and a lot of people don't like when we mention these things, but it's part of life, it's part of who we are, and it's part of who we have become right now. Because I believe the teachings, the lessons that I learned from my younger years is what had helped me to have the relationship I have with my kids right now. And it's funny because I don't feel like I have like the best relationship with them, and I have no clue about this motherhood thing most of the times, but I believe that, and I try to put myself and think about, okay, what would you do if you were that age right now with the knowledge that you have? That's what I do, and it's been working. So just being a little mindful and aware of those things can change a lot within us and within everybody around us as well. So I'm going to invite you to get comfortable now. You can close your eyes slightly. Just noticing the contact points of the surface where you're sitting. Keeping in mind that the practice of mindfulness is simply the moment-to-moment experience we have individually in a not judgmental, open awareness of what it is in the present moment. I want to invite you all to take this moment and just focus on the sensations of the air coming in and out of your nose. When we talk about open awareness, it means that we acknowledge with grace and love and kindness them part of our present moment experience. You can acknowledge things like smells, sounds like the beautiful sounds of the birds outside today. The sounds within our body. And also physical sensations. Remember to have non-judgment of this moment. Just let in the sensations that are unfolding right now be, without labeling your unique moment-to-moment experience. Breathing in, I am breathing in, and I'm aware of the air coming in through my nostrils. Breathing out. Become aware of my senses. Then I let this unique and loving experience unfold naturally. Not judging what comes, but rather becoming aware of the pleasant, unpleasant, and maybe even neutral sensations in your body at this moment. While you keep breathing in deeply and out slowly. Letting all that comes be new to you. And allowing love and kindness toward this experience. Breathing in, I am breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing out, and I am grateful for life. If any other thoughts comes to your head or your mind starts to wander, remember to just come back to the breath. And bathe yourself in the energy of this love and open awareness. Without reacting, without grasping, avoiding or pushing away affirmations that are coming to you, through you, and as you. I want you to listen and focus on the sounds of the birds outside. Listen in stillness. Breathing in, breathing out. Abide in a sense of love and kindness and compassion towards yourself. And extending with each inhale and that energy. The ones next to you, the ones in front of you. Visualize a beam of light coming up from the center of the circle in this room. Passing the ceiling and into the sky. Spreading all over us. Over this community. Like a shower of cleansing and re-energizing energy. Feel that shower of light. Entering your body from the crown of your head. And into your root chakra. Flowing through all your meridians. Passing down to the floor and the earth beneath us. Connecting us with each breath. We become one. And we receive with love and gratitude. This cleansing and healing energy comes with each inhale, each breathing in and out. And then love and compassion to our past self. letting it all melt away. Letting go of all that no longer serves you in this present moment. With each inhale, cleansing your body, your mind, your soul. And letting that open awareness cover you with light. And love. Reminding each and every one of you that everyone has a purpose in this life. And when the time is right and we are ready, we'll be able to see that clearly. In the meantime, let's just keep working on ourselves. Accepting what it is and letting go of what it was. And let you breathe here for a little bit by yourself. For a couple of more minutes. And when the bell sounds, for a third time, I would like to invite you to open your eyes slowly and gently as you come back into the room and smile to this beautiful moment. Now, I hope you all are feeling good. Now, let's just stretch a little bit, right? And I'm not going to give you instructions. Just right now, do what your body feels like doing. If it's standing up, you can stand up and stretch. If it's stretching while you're sitting here, you can do that as well. If it's giving yourself a self-massage like we usually do, go for it. Whatever feels good for you right now is what we are going to be doing. Because maybe what feels good for me right now is not what will be feeling good for everybody else. And then after, we're going to do some standing meditation. And we're going to finish today with the walk and meditation part. I don't know who else is as happy as I am to see flowers out there. I started even cleaning my garden this week. One of those days that the weather was nice, I took everything out, and Jampo came back from work and said, "What happened here?" I was like, I started, but then it got too cold and I had to stop. But yes. Yeah. Oh, you see, Yudi knows the secret. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I was just, cleaning because I want to do a different landscape this year than the one that I had last year. But there's a lot of spearmint and peppermint already going out. Yes, and the lavender too.
That's what I need to get.
Yeah, because that's what I did last year. I was like, I'm gonna plant some of my favorite herbs, and that's what I'm. Yep, because I need some for the bugs and the mosquito and like yeah. Ooh, but yeah, I know it's so weird, so weird. That's what I was gonna say. I remember once when I was back in Puerto Rico, I had this beautiful holy basil plant, have flowers, a lot of leaves, and I hired this guy to clean the backyard. And when I came back, it was all gone. Apparently, no. And the plant was like this, okay, because it wasn't like a small one. So I was like, what is it here? So I ended up having zero herbs at some point because of that. Never hire him again. Yeah, he didn't have a clue about definitely. Yes. And it was so beautiful and so big that I was like, I cannot believe this. I had so much plans with that. But
Yard in my old house pulled up 100-year-old rose. It didn't have blossoms on it, but yeah.
okay, I don't feel that. I don't feel that bad for my basil anymore. I almost, let me tell you, I almost cried that time. Yeah. 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 Well, so let's just stand with our legs hips apart. Try not to lock your knees because that's very important when we are practicing any standing position, when we're doing yoga or just practicing standing meditation. It's important not to have our knees locked because that only creates more stress in our body. So, and we won't be able to feel relaxed. That's something that I do automatically. But now, after all these years of practice, I notice when I do it. So that's what I like to mention it because I said it to one person once. Oh, I never noticed I was doing that. No wonder this wasn't working that well for me. The little things sometimes that we don't even acknowledge. So you can close your eyes, or the ones that are on this side can gaze outside, or put your gaze down to the floor. Your arms can rest on your side like when you are in mountain pose. Let's just visualize energy coming down, coming up through the soles of our feet. Inhaling deeply, bringing that energy up from the floor, our feet, ankle. Pulling that energy up with each inhale. Bring bringing it down again with each. Inhale, bringing that energy up. Exhale, bringing that energy. Your body asks you to move, maybe from side to side, what you're doing this slowly. Or to move your arms, helping you pull that energy up. Do so. Listen to your body. Stillness of the moment is when we are capable and able to listen the most. Breathing in. I am breathing in. Breathing out. And listen to my body with all my senses. Breathing in, pulling life force energy from the earth, from the soles of my feet, my legs, my hips, my torso, the neck, the head. Bringing and pulling that energy down with each exhale to the crown of our head, front and back of our body, covering our whole body in pure, healing golden light. Breathing in and breathing out. Letting the energy flow with each breath. Up and down through your body. Inviting the sense of hearing into this moment. Breathing in. I am breathing in. Breathing out. I am breathing out. And I listen to the bell. Breathing in and out. Letting the sound of the bell run through your ears, into your whole body. Balancing your body's frequency. Breathing in gratitude and acceptance with each breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Letting the sound of the bell cleanse your body. Notice how the sound of the bell feels inside your body. Opening your heart to just receive this loving energy right here, right now. In a deep inhale and a long exhale. Letting the stress in your body melt. All your worries as you enjoy this unique and beautiful present moment. Whenever you feel ready, I invite you to come back to the room. Opening your eyes. And sending gratitude to yourself for this beautiful practice. As we begin to get ready for our walking meditation. How is everybody feeling? Sean, how are you feeling? Okay.
Sure, you want to ask that one?
Okay, we can.
But yeah, I feel good.
Okay. That's good. So we're gonna start this way. I'm gonna remember, we inhale with one leg and exhale with the other one. It doesn't matter which one we choose to do. So when I ring the bell, we may start. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing into this beautiful moment. Breathing in. I am aware. I am breathing in. Breathing out. I am aware. I am breathing out. And I am grateful for this moment. Breathing in. Slowly breathing out. Noticing the sensation of our feet, the soles of our feet on the floor. Focusing just on our legs as we breathe in synchronicity with them. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring it into our bodies and into this present moment. Our focus attention. And letting all that comes with it be. Showing gratitude to our body and appreciation with each breath and each step we take. Breathing in, breathing out. I am breathing in. And I welcome gratitude into my life. Breathing in. I am accepting that I cannot change what it was, but that I can always change the circumstances in the present moment. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. I know I am supported. Breathing out. I am always safe and protected. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in stillness. And with each breath that we let out of our body, releasing the stagnant energy and what no longer serves us. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and out. We're gonna do one more round. And then when you hear the bell, you can go back to your place of seating. And slowly breathing out and smile to yourself and to life. Breathing in and breathing out. Letting your body feel rejuvenated with each breath you take. The importance of embracing this unique moment with gratitude and love. Breathing in. Bringing your focus attention, your feet, your toes, the heel of each foot. And just like we did earlier, pulling that energy up towards the crown of your head with each inhale and each exhale. Remembering that each situation of our lives can either shape us or change us for the best. Breathing in and breathing out. Letting your sensations be and knowing that everything is okay. And even what is not okay for us, eventually we'll see how beneficial it can be. So, this concludes our meditation practice for today. Now let me see, you guys can sit down again if you want to, so I can move around and see how this experience of today's class was for you. Let me see where I can start. Well, I think I'm gonna start this way. No pressure, I'm sorry, Cal. Okay. How was today's class for you?
It was good. Monkey mind was going crazy, so it was hard for me to focus, but other than that, it was very peaceful and it was really nice.
What about you, Sean?
Monkey mind a little bit, but I got to the colors quicker.
Okay.
So, and the vibrations intensify.
I wonder
And
how you feel at that moment.
I feel good, but they happen on and on
Yeah.
all day without meditating. Even when I'm not meditating, that
Okay.
happens. And then, so this week, shoulder has been bad. And I did acupressure. I'd done acupressure on myself. And then at work, I would say I meditated between 3 to 6 times a day. Not just at work, but work, before work, home. Find different spots I can go to. Sometimes I'll do it in the lunchroom. Do something quick. I don't care who's watching anymore.
Good.
Because
It helps you.
yeah, and it just hurt too bad.
Yeah.
So you get to a point where either I'm gonna not hurt and I'm gonna do this, or
I'm gonna let her and stay there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I'm glad to hear that it was better.
so between that and Tai Chi and music, I've been pretty busy.
That's great. You see,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. So nice to know all that things are getting better. How about you, Dana?
Well, it's been wonderful. I kind of look forward for the Saturday mornings.
Oh, well, that sounds
No.
good. That's good.
It feels good. Thank you.
Thank you for coming in today. Here.
Me? Okay. I felt very relaxed. I think your voice is so soothing. There was a moment there where I felt like it was just me, my breath, and the stillness and the air and nothing else. Not even a monkey mind thought. But that, that comes and goes.
Yeah.
But when it happens for just that few seconds, it is blissful.
It stays with
Thank-
you through the rest of the day.
Yes, yeah.
I
Thank
know.
you. Thank you very much.
Very welcome. Let's see. Judy loves to talk on the microphone. Right, Julie? Not really. We all know that, but we love having you here and we love the input that you bring every time.
I'm glad to be here. I mean, really, every week this is my really moment that I'm kind of, like joyful and seeing everyone and also sharing. But this week I have some monkey mind going on too, so like been in and out, in and out. It's like go back, go back. I might just like keep the whole time. It's like okay, it's just like that.
But
know
it's
the
part of
monkey
it,
mind.
right?
Yeah, and then just like everything. There's some negative thing happening to me this week, and every time I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking, okay, remember Saturday, they teach me this. I need to bring this in my life now. I mean, never. I said no one would say. I did say that before. Like I have an easy life, but little thing, not big thing, but little thing.
Yeah.
So then it's like this class is really reminding me to go back to myself.
Let's see this guy right here. Because I know I was having a very deep conversation on our way back. So let's just put that aside and about myself, yes, and how I was feeling lately. What about the class today?
Oh, the class, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, comparing to the conversation
I
that we were
feel-
having in the class today.
I felt everything that the doctor said. I felt during my sitting down meditation.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw you.
yeah. I felt like I went like deep.
Yeah. I saw
Yeah.
him at some
So
point just
Yeah, my mind didn't wander. I was there, my breathing, and it was nice. It was nice.
thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that
Thank you.
part. Let's see. I'm gonna sit in between Rebecca and Lucretia right there. I don't have to move that a lot. You haven't been here.
Yes, I had monkey mind like everybody else
Yes,
today,
that's part of it.
but it was really nice, just with everything that's just gone on recently, and I haven't been very regular with my meditation, but I did have a very stressful point at work this week, and I decided to go into the bathroom, which is like single stalls. You have them to yourself, and they're clean. So it's important because I sat down on the ground.
Yeah, okay.
But I sat down on the ground and just did some breathing exercises and even did a little bit of walking. But I had to keep it short because then my coworkers would wonder why I was in there so long. But so that really actually helped me because whenever I get like emotional or anything like that, I ramp up and become more chaos.
Yeah.
And so that really helped me calm down. And then I want to give a shout out to my daughter because she bought me and her yoga mats. And mine, yeah. And mine has beautiful flowers on it, like not cherry blossoms, but something really pretty. And I just, oh yeah, that's right. And I just really like it and appreciate it. So now we just need to utilize it together.
Good.
So,
That's very good.
and I really appreciate this time. For some reason, I always fight what's good for me all the time. And so, of course, I have to fight my brain to get here. But I'm always so thankful. And the in-laws are coming in today. So I'm extra thankful.
That's awesome. That's great. Well, Lucretia, let's see. How was class for you today? How are you feeling after all this? And what else you have to say?
I am feeling really good. The class today was great. I mean, I'm with other people with Monkey Mind, but there were points of peace. And I wouldn't say like Monkey Mind as far as like being all over the place, but really like, the lesson today was about trauma and moving through it. And last night just having a dream that was related to the trauma that I dealt with and just trying to process it. And like now was moments of stillness that we had, and just being able to slow my mind down to try to understand what was the dream about, what was it telling me, related to where I'm at right now in my life. And so at some point I'll have more clarity with it, but definitely appreciating that the lesson today was aligned with that and what I've been talking about this week.
Yeah. I was listening to a podcast she was invited to, and the text message about the class came in, and while I was listening to her talking, and I was like, oh wow, I cannot believe this is so aligned with what she's saying right now. And it was great to hear her and share her story like more in depth there. And yeah, it's online. I was sharing it with Jumpo on our way back. Yeah, and I shared with a couple of my people. Yes, I could. Of course, I can do that for you. Well, I want to thank you all for being here today, for coming, and thank you to the people that are watching us also at home, and to the people that are going to be watching us as soon as we start sharing the link of the video on YouTube. Well, like I always say, remember to think happy thoughts, speak kind words, and always have a grateful heart. Okay? Thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good lead.